Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday morning, taking the time. And thank you to Sundale Country Club for partnering with us. Home of the Bakersfield City Championship for over 30 years. SundaleCountryClub.com. Call them for tee times at 661-831-5224. And Billy's going to call in just a second.
Yeah, cool. We should bring that up here, what you just asked, at an open discussion here a bit later, because to that point, I have a couple points to that. It was a great question. Real quick, last week I spent in St. Augustine at the World Golf Village, where the home of the World Golf Hall of Fame, also where the headquarters is of the First Tee. So I go back a few times a year for work. But I went through the hall. We call it the hall now, because once you've been there a bunch of times, it's just the hall. Right? So if you guys, when I say hall, you guys know what I'm talking about?
Of course.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
So being there a bunch of times, not much has changed over the years. There's a lot of the same exhibits that have been there. I mean, it's the same, pretty much the same. But if your first time, if you haven't gone, and those that if you haven't gone there, you must go kind of thing. There's some truth to it. Have you been there?
I have not.
But
I must go.
It's a bucket list experience if you love golf. But even going through it a bunch of times, I went through it very quickly this time because I've seen in some of the exhibits are identical as they've been. But there are some changes. The new inductees, you had Lorena Ochoa has a whole thing in there, Meg Mallon, these new ones who have the brand new inductees, they always have an exhibit for them with their very first clubs and whatever they want to put an exhibit. Fascinating. So in some of I found out some of the lockers, everybody that has a locker who's a Hall of Fame has their own locker. And
Nice.
they can put whatever they want in it.
That's
and
cool.
They're changing. You know, except for the people who have passed away, I'm assuming, unless they have executors that change their stuff. But what Nicholas might have had last year doesn't have this year.
Oh.
So some changes. So it's kind of fun walking through to see that. So anyways, it's really cool. And they have putting greens that represented the very first putting greens out there. They're synthetic. But are we about to launch? We got 10 minus 6, 9. We are.
That's why I was doing the phone thing. He's on the line.
Okay, cool.
So we got Billy.
So, but they didn't have the hole-in-one. Now, if the Hall of Fame had the best hole-in-one.com going on right there, actually they kind of do, and we'll get to Billy. But anyways, it was so cool because they have the old putters and the gutter balls, the actual gutter balls, and you putt on the putting greens were the same speed they were back in the 1700s. And then they have the fast greens in the island.
That's cool.
So you can it's
That's
interactive
so cool. I'm
stuff.
going to have to go.
So it's pretty cool. But anyways, it's a must go, and
World Golf Hall of Fame.
yeah, World Golf Hall of Fame.
Cool. And on the phone, we have Billy Whitney
Roger 699 or 7.
with bestholein1.com. And he's been partnering with us here for a couple months now. And he's got a golf ball cannon. He's got prize packages that you can put together for your tournament. He also has a hole-in-one club. So, Billy, welcome back to Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy.
Good morning, guys. Thank you for having me back.
Yeah, good to hear from you. How you been?
Everything's been good. Besides the cold weather in the Chicago area.
Yeah, it's we're complaining out here, and we don't have it anywhere near as bad as you guys have been experiencing. That's for sure.
I think it's relative.
Yeah, they complain in Hawaii, too.
It's all relative what you expect and where you are. But Billy, you know you're in the Chicago area, right? You know that.
Yes, I know.
But it has been exceptionally cold and there and exceptionally wet here and everything. But spring's on its way. But it really is good to have you back. And how's biz? Things going? People are starting to pick up.
Biz is doing well. I had a great year last year. Looking for an exciting 2019. We've added a new game outside of the golf. You know, like we spoke last year, we have the air cannon. I believe Mike is going to have the air cannon at one of his events at Paso Robles Golf Club.
Yep.
The fire department still has to clear that, but yeah, he's got
permits
so he needs to give.
And it won't be on number 8.
No.
That is very cool. So is that relatively new to the bestholein1.com company, the air cannons?
Yes, I added it last year, and I did 35 events last year with the air cannon.
Wow.
And
which was a lot more than I expected, but.
What is the gist? I mean, does somebody get selected to load the cannon and fire it, or do you? How does it work?
So the gist is we put it on a par 4. We try to find a par 4 around 300 to 350 yards. We set up on the tee box. We let everyone use the air cannon as their tee shot.
11.
The air cannon could fire 325, 350 yards. we line them up, pull the trigger, shoots the golf ball, and we let them pick the closest one to the hole and play out from there. Kind of speed. We're using it to speed up an outing, in a scramble format.
Do you only shoot one ball at a time?
One ball at a time, correct.
Imagine if could you load up shot? Could you put 4 balls in the chamber and fire it?
That's funny. I did put 2. I put 2 in last year, and it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Okay.
The first one goes, and the second one doesn't go as far.
Does each player get to aim and fire, or they just give you your ball and your team does it? Or Mike, who pulls the trigger?
So what we do, we ask for a $10 donation for everyone to take a shot, and then we donate the $10 back to the charity.
And
that's cool.
All proceeds go back to the event.
And the actual player gets to take the shot? I mean, they hold the air can?
Correct.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
they
awesome.
get to hold it and hold the trigger. And
Wow. See, I got to see that. I got to come.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah. Well, you hit it 330 anyways, Nikki, so that's pretty neat. So you pick the trajectory, you pick, the aiming point, and so the player has some control of the shot. It's just, right?
yes, and the wind, and the wind is also a factor. If it's coming hard right to left, you got to aim it left. You can bring it, just like your tee shot.
Wow, that's awesome, Mike. I got to go up and try that, buddy. You could get on the tee and hit balls against the cannon, right, Mike? You do. You stand there.
Boy, I'd get killed.
There was a day.
There was a day. Yeah.
So that's been excitement. A lot of events and already reaching out that did it last year, reaching out to me this year. They want to renew it. The new contest that we have for 2019 that's kind of outside the golf is the dice game, dice roll.
Ooh, what's that?
You get 6 dice. You pick a word that's got 6 letters long. Roll the dice. If you spell the word, you can win 10 grand, 20 grand, whatever prize value you pick.
Wow.
So how many letters are on each die? 6, obviously. 6 sixes. Is that the whole alphabet? The whole alphabet's on there.
No. You only get 1 letter on one side of each dice.
Yeah, but all 6 dice include the whole alphabet. I would think. How does that work?
No. So like if you pick the word Billy,
Yeah.
and then you want to put 2 golf balls on there or 1 golf ball, it's 6 dice. You put B on one, I on the one.
Oh, I
L
see.
On one side of each dice.
Gotcha.
I got it now. Okay. So
And then you
has anybody
roll the dice.
Nice.
Spell the name.
How often does that hit?
Well, I just started it, so I've sold 15 of them already, and I haven't had a winner, knock on wood, yet. I've seen 5 out of 6 dice rolled, though.
Wow.
I bet Billy, you could do that.
I could do that.
I think he
I've
could.
got good action.
Yeah, he does. He's got really good action.
Yeah.
He does.
Is it a felt cup, or do you roll it with your hand? See, I need a felt cup. I need a good balanced felt.
You could use anything you want.
All right,
You want to use a felt cup, you could use a felt cup.
All right.
You want to use a hand roll
We
it.
could get you a felt
Because
glove.
I have my felt cup in my bag, so I'm good.
And you need to put on your bell bottoms
Yeah.
and
I'll get
your big belt buckle.
And my big old buckle and white belt. I'm out there rolling, baby.
Yeah, I figured you got to go the full boat.
So the bestholein1.com company really is a great fundraising team to get to your event and do all kinds of fundraising, right? Is that correct? Is that what?
Yeah, that's where we're expanding. That the dice game is coming more. A charity came up to us and asked what we had for a gala. And, they wanted to change it up and bring some excitement to the indoor gala over the winter. How can they raise money? And this dice game was brought to my attention, and we ran with it. We customized the dice with your charity logo, the word you want. It's easy. You put it on a little table, you roll the dice. It's now coming into the golf season. I've sold 4 events right now with the dice game for golf outing because they're doing it at the turn. The guys are stopping to have a drink and some food, and hey, why not try to roll dice, spell name, win 10 grand? Wow, that's a great resting. Win 10 grand.
That's cool.
Nikki, is that a 5-letter word? That's Nikki's 5, right? God, you need a 6-letter name, 6-letter word.
Well, that's the cheapest. I mean, you could go down. You could go down. Spell the word car out of 6 dice. Obviously, you're gonna have a better odds to it.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got it.
You could spell Nikki's.
Nikki, special. So cool. So, and best hole in one. This is what I believe everybody listening should have. That. How much is it that they can win the 10 grand or whatever they get a hole in one, Mike? Or is it? Remember this?
On for what?
You joined the club.
Oh, 2,500, right?
2,500.
Right. The Best Hole in One Club is also our affiliate company that you pay a membership fee annually, and that includes for you to make one hole in one on any golf course, any part of the year, from 150 yards or longer, and it will pay you $2,500 cash.
I think that's just, I don't know why not everybody does it. The reason I don't know more about it, Billy, is because I'm a PGA pro and we're not eligible. I missed a hole in one by 2 shots the other day, so if that tells you anything. But it is, who wouldn't be involved? Nikki, you got to get this, in this club? Are you in?
I'm not.
You got to be.
Yeah, we need to get you.
She already won a truck. Does that exclude her from last year? She won a truck.
No, that doesn't exclude her.
Could you imagine?
Oh, good.
$50,000 truck.
Billy's like, oh God, don't get
I
it.
brought it today.
Yes, your truck's out here.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. The weather is perfect for your
Yeah.
truck.
Mike is. I've had a great partnership with you guys, and Mike this year has included a $10,000 hole in one for all his men's club events at his golf course. I'd like to work with Mike on maybe cutting these guys a deal for the membership and see what their thoughts are, and
That's a good idea.
Get something rolling out west.
I got to tell you, Billy, the men's club, we just had our event 2 weeks ago, and they're so excited that it's even in the tournament, because it's not just the one. It's you have 3 other prize packages up for their hole in one. We had a guy hit it to 3 feet on the $10,000 hole in one, and when they came in, when the guys came in that group, they couldn't stop talking about it. They go, "We thought it was going in. We thought it was going in."
Well, Nikki's on the tournament chair for our first tee chapter. You should bring. I mean, I don't know the club, but you should bring this in, Nikki.
I was thinking about that.
I know.
Yeah, I think it would be great.
Because we got 4 or 5 events we run every year with the first tee.
That was exactly what I was thinking
Well,
about.
Nikki, all right. See, and I'm glad you're home to do that.
Thank you.
And I want everyone out there that's listening and have Mike, throw 2 cents in. I worked a great price out for Mike, so it would work in his budget, and that's what Best Hole in One. That's what we're here for. We're here to work with you guys in the budget that you are presented with, and for Mike, I think it's less than $3 a player.
Yeah.
They get a chance for 10 grand.
Yeah, it's
every tournament and plus the 3 bonus prizes. So
if I'm hearing if I'm hearing it right, you're every event's negotiable. You'll work with them to make things work for them. Is that what I'm saying? You're flexible. Is that all right?
Correct.
Yep. Yeah, and you can build your packages too. So the tournament that I'm talking about that's going to have the air cannon, we're also discussing with Billy some other stuff that we're going to do. So, they have an idea. The tournament itself has an idea. The tournament director is like, oh, what if we do this? What if we do that? What if we do this? And I said, okay, I'll just email Billy and, Billy Whitney with bestholeinone.com, and we'll discuss and we'll figure out where we go from there and what it does. And when we started talking about the golf ball air cannon, the tournament board just couldn't stop talking about it.
Has there ever been a hole in one with the air cannon?
I have not witnessed one, but I know there has. The company I use in Illinois, they have seen hole in ones, and the company in California, the gentleman, he had back-to-back hole in ones 2 years ago.
Oh my gosh, with the cannon?
Yeah, that's because you could, if you get it pretty
calibrated,
calibrated, and you get straight away, you could make it work.
That's pretty cool, man.
That's cool.
And you can set the air compression for if you had, let's say you found a 310-yard par 4 and not 330. Yes. You can set the compression to go that far?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Look at you, Mr. Scientist.
I am. I'm air guy.
Tom DeChambeau.
I'm a calibrating man.
I could see Billy Billy Whitney. I would not let Billy Gibbs play with the cannon
what
by
if
himself.
someone goes rogue? When someone goes rogue
I
with
could
this-
already see Billy
Whoa.
Gibbs.
Yeah.
What if you sneeze in the middle of this? You could take out a house or something.
Hey, Billy, I'm trying to get Mike to buy one.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have one too. You buy one, buddy. We're going.
Oh,
out.
that's what immediately
going
when
hunting?
Yeah.
when Billy Whitney
We each
Whitney
get
goes,
one.
he goes, hey, you got to buy one of these. I'm like, man, I don't know if I could keep that away from Billy Gibbs. I'm not sure I want to do that.
Well, you could go play against each other. We get two of them things.
That'd be hilarious.
What'd be really cool is if you could do it, if you could play with a cannon all the way around,
Yeah,
like 9
set
holes
your
or 18
air
holes.
for a 60-yard pitch,
Yeah.
or you just shoot it up 300 yards straight up.
Oh, jeez. Imagine the ball mark that would leave.
That's pretty cool. 32 feet
Well,
per
Billy,
second.
thank you very much. We really appreciate you partnering with the show. It just seems like it's a no-brainer fit, and you guys have a great company. I mean, you've been nothing but great with us here, working with the stuff up at Paso Robles Golf Club and then the First Tee and everything else. And if you guys want to get a hold of Billy, call him at 844-923-7844 or go to bestholeinone.com. They also have the Hole-in-One Club that Billy Gibbs talked about and Billy Whitney talked about. We got to get
Billy's
Nicky
here.
in it.
Yeah, so that's Billy Whitney you don't want to get in touch with the
Yes,
hole-in-one thing.
Billy Whitney.
Not Billy Gibbs.
No,
I
it's
know.
Billy Whitney. And that's the phone number I gave was his,
right.
not yours.
Bestholeinone.com.
Thanks, Billy.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
You
too.
See ya.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, we'll be right back. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Stay with us. Brought to you by the Paso Robles Golf Club, PasoRoblesGolfClub.com for tee times online, or call 805-238-4722. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm